Alright guys, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about welding, trimming, intersect, create boundary, etc. So like I said, there are some shapes that you can't create them yourself. You need to combine two or more shapes to be able to create those shapes. So for instance, if I select the rectangle tool to draw a rectangle like this, select the ellipse tool to draw something like this. And then I want to combine these two shapes to create a shape. Let's see, bring it somewhere here, select the two of them, and then you are going to see these options. So when I click on the word, I'm going to create a shape like this. Let me undo. When I add a trim to it, it's going to create a shape for this. Okay, please remember, if I selected this one first, so this becomes the source object, and then hold the shift key to add this, which makes this the target object. So the moment I click on the trim, the shape is going to be created on the rectangle but not on the ellipse. Okay, so if I select the ellipse first, hold the shift key to add the, if I select the rectangle, sorry, and hold the shift key to add the ellipse and click on trim, the shape will be created on the ellipse and not the rectangle. Okay, so that is how it is. So I select the ellipse, click on this and add the intersect. So where this and this meet, the intersect, another shape will be created this way. So select this again, select this and click on the simplify, which looks like the trim. Okay, so click outside, click, and then we are going to see something like this. You also have the front minus back. So this is how it's going to be. Now this, let me color this, and then let me color this for you. So you see this is at the back, this is in front, because when I bring this one here, you see this side, but when I turn it here, you're not going to see that side. So that means that this is in front, this is at the back. So the moment I do this and select front minus back, it's going to take off the back and give me this. So when I select this and this, select this, hold the shift key to select this, and say back minus front, you see it's going to take out the front. Okay, and then the last one, which is create boundary, it looks like the word, but this one will create it for you and then leave the shapes intact for you. So you see you have a whole new shape created. So let's look at some of the common shapes that we can use these tools to design. So the first thing that we are going to do is the TV3 logo. Okay, so the TV3 logo, we are going to use trim throughout. So I'm going to select the ellipse to draw a perfect circle. Hold the control key while we are drawing the perfect circle. I'll press P to align it to the center of the page. Now remember, this is my page, not the whole thing, but this is my page. Okay, I'll explain page setup very soon. So I'm going to hold the shift key and duplicate this. Add a right click to duplicate it. I've reduced the size and then created the shape. So I'm going to move the quadrant from here to here. Make sure that once you are dragging to this edge, you see quadrant before you take off your hands from the mouse first before the keyboard. Okay, so when I zoom, you can see that I've done a perfect job. If you are doing something like this and then you think, oh, I can just drag this and see something like this and leave it, it's not a perfect job, because when I zoom closer, you can see that we didn't do a perfect work. Okay, and then this will affect you at the end when you print it out. You are going to see those mistakes. So please, if you are designing, make sure that you are doing the correct thing. Okay, so make sure you see quadrant click, drag, add a shift key to it, and then once you meet another quadrant over here, then off the mouse of the keyboard, so you can see that this is a perfect work. There is nothing that is coming out or inside. Okay, so I'll select this first, hold the shift key and add a bigger circle, and then trim. For that, I'll click on the smaller circle and bring it outside. Now remember, this is a hole. Okay, so let me demonstrate this to show you. This is the whole thing, and then the moment let's say I draw a circle like this, bring it here, hold the shift key to select it, and click on the trim to trim it. The moment I move this one becomes a hole. So when I select this, it won't select, but when I click here, it's the same way. When I color, the color will affect the whole thing, but this small circle will not be colored. You get it? Okay, so let's move on. Now I need half of this. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll click here, drag it to get something like this, and then click this and then trim, and then I can delete this to have this. Now I'm going to duplicate this, click, drag it down like this, and then I want to rotate it. So I'm going to use the mirror option to rotate. So mirror vertically and mirror horizontally. Then I'll move to this side, the node, but don't see this and drag. Make sure you see the plus sign. Drag to this node, and then release your hand from the mouse. So we have this. So let me add a shift key and add this one, and then Control G to group and press P to align it to the center. So I'm going to reduce the size of this to constrain proportion and add a shift key to it, so that, and then I'll press the P. So after that, I'll select this and then ungroup them. So the reason I'm ungrouping them is because so that I can color them separately. Then I can select all of them, take off the right click on the no fill over here and select set outline color. Then I have the click type TV. Okay, click on this, increase the size. Maybe I can make it bold like this, bring it somewhere here. Now then over here, once I'm done, the reason why I separated the three is because of this. Now when I type TV, create this way or in caps, but the moment I add three to it and then maybe I select the tick tool, it's going to make the V a small letter, which I don't want it to be so. So that is why I separated it, so that it's not going to affect it. Okay. Now after I'll break test apart, Control K to break test, so that I have access to this and this. Now I want to space out this, so I'll click on the shift tool and click here and drag it. So I have something like this, and this okay for me, and then we are good to go. Alright, so let me create another page. The next one that we are going to create is Ariba. You remember space phone Ariba? Yeah, that symbol. So we are going to use the rectangle tool to draw something like this. Click on the shape to get a shape like this, and then I'll duplicate it and it's somewhere here like this, and then I need a rectangle that will fall on the edge, okay, of this, and then I need another common shape over here. So you make sure you select this common shape and then come here. You are going to see all these shapes over here. So the one that you want, you just click on it and you draw. So I'm going to use the water drop of water. So click on it and draw something like this. So I want to turn it down, so I'll use the mirror vertically to turn it down and then bring it to this side this way. And then I'm going to select all of them. Okay, I'm going to select the whole thing and then click on world to create something like this. Yeah, so I believe some of you know this particular logo very well. So what I'm going to do next is to select the text tool, come here and type my text and then increase the size to the logo that I want and bring it. I think it's too big, so let me reduce it a little and manage something like this. And I think I have to change the color. Yeah. So this is our space phone Aviva. Alright, so the last one before we close is to use what we call the Android. Okay, so I'm going to create another shape. Now to create another page, you are going to click on this to create another page. Okay, so you can create page 1, page 2, page 3. We are going to draw the Android. So design the Android logo. So click here. You need something like this. Click on the shape to draw your shape. I think this is okay. And then let me get something like this and make a multiple selection to this and then you trim to get this. Okay, so now I'm still going to use the rectangle tool to draw the hand. Bring it somewhere here like this. Now let me click on the zoom tool and zoom it. Okay, over here what we are trying to do, we want it to look real, so we make sure that the distance from here to here will be the same as the distance from here to here. So click, draw a rectangle and then click and drag. Make sure you see the edge and then you duplicate, so that when I'm drawing this one, click, drag it to this side this way, so we see the distance from here to here are the same. Now I'm going to duplicate this over here, duplicate another one again. Now over here to let me, now I'm done with this one, so I can move it. Let me increase it a little and then bring it somewhere here like this. Click and drag it to this side, bring it down. All that I need is the space from here to here is the same. So what I'll do is I'll bring this one, drag it here. And then I have to bring this one to this side a little. Alright, so now I don't need this. I don't need this. So what I'll do is I'll click on this, hold the shift key to add it and world. Click on the world to create something like this. So you see what we are trying to do over here. But I think this is too big, so let me cut it off again. Okay, somewhere here is okay. Trim. Okay, and then just want to lay this and then move this up using the arrow key. Okay, so I'm going to use the rulers to design this. So what I'm going to do is I'll click on, now if your ruler is not being displayed over here, you can see the ruler. What you do is you go to view and then you look for ruler and then you click on it. Okay, and then You click on view again, and then you go to snap, and then make sure that snap to guideline is also selected. So we come here, we snap to the edge over here. Come here, snap to this edge. Now click on the ellipse tool and draw a perfect circle this way. Now I'm going to divide a circle into two. Make a multiple selection and click on trim to cut that side off. Then bring this one down. So this is my Android logo. I'm not done. Click to draw a perfect circle. Bring this one here. Make a multiple selection and add this to it, and then you trim. Okay, so after that, select this and move them outside. So the last one is what we need is another. Click on the shape tool and draw something like this. And I select the pick to move it here. Click on it again and rotate it. Click on it, and rotate. Bring it inside a little. So click, drag this one to this side, and click and rotate this one to this side. Something like this. So I think this is okay. So select, hold the shift key and add it and word. Okay. So now we have our Android logo. So what next? We are going to apply the colors to them. Select all of them and take off the outline. Right click on it and set outline color. And then we have our Android logo over here. So I'm going to delete it. Now the moment you have a lot of them over here and then you want to delete all of them at once, let's say I have this, I have this, I have this. I want to delete all of them. Click on one, Ctrl A to select the rest, and press the delete key on the keyboard to delete it. Okay, so this is something that I want to share with you. Thank you for watching this video. I believe you are going to practice more. In our next video, we also treat different things as well, but please practice this and you can send it to me on my Gmail account. My Gmail account is Samuel Witty. The Witty is spelled WITTY 8. The number 8, not the letter 8, but the number 8 at gmail.com. Okay, so I can check it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your friends so that they all learn from this. There are more things to come, so please subscribe to be the first person to see anytime I post my video. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.